Imagine you're swimming in the ocean right now. The water feels warm against your skin, the sun is bright above the surface, and everything seems perfect. But just feet below you, in the shadows you can't quite see through, there are creatures that can end your life in seconds. Most people have no idea they're even there until it's far too late. Today on Animal Index, we're looking at the 10 most dangerous animals hiding beneath the water right now. We aren't just talking about big sharks. We are talking about silent, invisible killers that you could be stepping on without even knowing. Starting our countdown at number 10 is the pufferfish. This animal is often seen as a novelty or even a cute addition to a reef, but it carries a biological weapon so powerful it defies logic. Inside its liver and skin is a substance called tetrodotoxin. This is a neurotoxin that is 1,200 times deadlier than cyanide. There is enough poison in one single fish to kill 30 full-grown adults. And here is the most terrifying part. There is absolutely no known cure. While many people know of this fish because of the risky Japanese delicacy called fugu, the danger in the wild is much more direct. When a pufferfish feels threatened, it inflates, pushing out sharp toxic spines. If you are wading in shallow water and accidentally step on one, or if a curious diver tries to touch it, those spines deliver the toxin directly into the bloodstream. It shuts down your nervous system, paralyzing your muscles while you remain fully conscious, eventually making it impossible to breathe. It is a silent, stationary killer that just waits for you to make one wrong move. Moving to number 9, we encounter the moray eel. Staying hidden in the dark crevices of the coral reef, this predator looks like something straight out of a horror movie. The moray eel stays in the shadows with only its snake-like head and rows of needle-sharp teeth visible. But the real nightmare is something you can't see from the outside. Moray eels have a second set of jaws hidden deep in their throat, known as pharyngeal jaws. When they bite their prey, these inner jaws launch forward, hook into the flesh and drag the victim down into the eel's stomach. They have incredible grip strength, and because their skin is covered in a thick, slippery mucus, they are nearly impossible to grab or pull off once they've latched on. Divers have actually lost fingers simply by reaching into a hole in the rocks to steady themselves, only to find a moray eel waiting on the other side. They don't hunt humans for food, but they are extremely territorial and will defend their homes with a ferocity that few other sea creatures can match. At number 8, we have the barracuda. If you are swimming in clear, open water and see a sudden silver flash out of the corner of your eye, you might be in the presence of one of these underwater missiles. Built with a long torpedo-shaped body, they can hit speeds of nearly 40 miles per hour in short bursts. What makes them particularly dangerous to humans is their curiosity combined with their incredible eyesight. Barracudas are attracted to anything that glints or shines in the water. To them, a silver watch, a shiny wedding ring, or even a bright zipper on a wetsuit looks exactly like the scales of a panicked baitfish. They don't circle or warn you. They strike in a straight line with such force that their teeth can snap through bone. There are countless stories of snorkelers being struck in the face or arm simply because they were wearing jewelry that caught the sun. By the time the barracuda realizes you aren't a fish, the damage is already done. Coming in at number 7 is perhaps the most invisible threat of all, the stonefish. This is the ultimate master of camouflage. It doesn't look like a fish at all. It looks exactly like a piece of jagged coral or a rough algae-covered rock on the ocean floor. Because they stay perfectly still in shallow coastal waters, they are nearly impossible to spot. This is the most venomous fish on Earth, and it is specifically designed to punish anything that touches it. Along its back are 13 heavy spines, each connected to a venom sac. If you step on a stonefish while walking through the surf, your body weight forces those spines deep into your foot, injecting a potent neurotoxin. The pain is described as so excruciating that victims have been known to beg for their limbs to be amputated. Without immediate treatment, using specialized anti-venom and extremely hot water to break down the toxins, the venom can cause heart failure and death within a matter of hours. Taking the number 6 spot is the saltwater crocodile, a creature that has remained unchanged since the time of the dinosaurs. Unlike most sharks, which are often just curious, these crocodiles are calculated man-eaters. They can grow to over 20 feet in length and weigh more than 2,000 pounds. While they are famous for lurking in murky rivers, they are just as comfortable in the open ocean and have been spotted hundreds of miles away from land. They are ambush predators that use a sit and wait strategy. They can stay completely submerged for over an hour, watching their prey on the shore with only their eyes above the waterline. Once they strike, they use a death roll, spinning their entire body to tear limbs apart and drown their victim. They have the strongest bite force ever measured in the animal kingdom, and once those jaws lock shut, there is virtually no escape. Before we dive into the top 5 most dangerous creatures, we want to know, which of these animals scares you the most so far? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this deep dive into the animal kingdom, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We break down the world's most fascinating and dangerous creatures every single week, and you don't want to miss our next ranking. Now let's get back to the countdown with a creature that doesn't even have a brain, but kills faster than almost anything else on the planet. Coming in at number 5 is the box jellyfish. This creature is a ghost in the water. Its body is almost entirely transparent, making it nearly invisible to the naked eye, but trailing behind it are tentacles that can reach 10 feet in length, each one covered in thousands of microscopic stinging cells called nematocysts. Unlike a common jellyfish sting that just burns, the box jellyfish carries a venom that attacks the heart, the nervous system, and the skin all at the same time. The pain is so overwhelming that many victims go into shock and drown before they can even reach the shore. In many parts of the world, a single sting can cause total cardiac arrest in less than 5 minutes. It is a biological booby trap floating through the waves, and you won't even know you've hit it until your body starts to shut down. At number 4, we find the tiny but lethal blue-ringed octopus. This creature is usually no bigger than a golf ball and spends its day hiding in tide pools and sandy crevices. It looks completely harmless, but it carries enough venom to kill 26 adult humans in minutes. It is a shy animal, but when it feels threatened, its dull brown skin suddenly flashes with brilliant electric blue rings. That flash is your final warning. Its bite is so small and painless that most victims don't even realize they've been bitten until they start to feel dizzy. Within minutes, the venom, which is the same neurotoxin found in pufferfish but much more concentrated, paralyzes your voluntary muscles. You become a living statue, unable to move or speak, while your lungs stop pumping air. Without constant artificial respiration, you will die of suffocation while remaining fully awake and aware of everything happening around you. The number 3 spot belongs to the king of the ocean, the great white shark. With over 300 serrated teeth and a specialized organ that allows them to sense the tiny electrical pulses of your heartbeat, they are the ocean's ultimate apex predators. They often hunt by swimming deep below their prey and then launching upward at high speed, a behavior known as breaching. While movies have made them out to be mindless killers, most great white attacks on humans are actually investigatory bites. They don't have hands, so they use their mouths to figure out what you are. The problem is, a great white's test bite involves thousands of pounds of pressure and can easily sever an arm or leg. They are the kings of the deep, and their presence alone is enough to clear an entire beach in seconds. Taking the number 2 spot is the bull shark. While great whites usually stay in the deep, cool ocean, bull sharks love shallow, murky water right where people like to swim. They have the highest testosterone levels of any animal on Earth, which makes them incredibly territorial and prone to unprovoked attacks. But what makes them truly unique is their ability to survive in both salt and fresh water. Bull sharks have been found in the Amazon River, the Mississippi, and even in freshwater lakes thousands of miles away from the ocean. They are the ultimate anywhere, anytime predator. If the water is deep enough to cover their fins, a bull shark can be there lurking in the mud and waiting for something to splash. And finally, at number 1, we have the Crown of Thorns Starfish. It doesn't have the teeth of a shark or the speed of a barracuda, but it is one of the most destructive and dangerous animals in the ocean. It is covered in long, venomous spines that look like a crown of thorns. If a human accidentally handles one or steps on it while exploring a reef, those spines break off in the skin, releasing a neurotoxin that causes extreme nausea, swelling, and in some cases, temporary paralysis. But the real danger is to the ocean itself. A single Crown of Thorns starfish can eat through 10 square meters of coral every year. They are currently invading reefs across the globe in massive outbreaks, leaving behind nothing but dead skeletons of coral. By destroying the reefs, they are destroying the homes of thousands of other species, creating an ecological disaster that threatens the entire marine food chain. These aren't just stories from the past. Just a few weeks ago, on April 24th, 2026, the real world was reminded of who truly owns the water. At Huntington Beach, California, during the world-famous Vans Jacks Surfboards Pro, a massive shark was spotted moving aggressively toward the surfers, and the entire competition had to be halted, and the water was evacuated immediately. It happened right at Tower 3, a spot usually packed with families and tourists. It serves as a stark reminder. No matter how many gadgets we have or how safe we feel, when we step into the water, we are entering a world where we are no longer at the top of the food chain. Which of these 10 creatures would you be most terrified to encounter on your next beach vacation? Have you ever had a close call with something hiding beneath the waves? Tell us your stories in the comments below. We read every single one. If you found this video fascinating, give us a thumbs up and share it with your favorite swimming partner. Thanks for watching Animal Index, and we'll see you in the next deep dive.